All right. Where were we? Where are we at? Oh, we need to talk to everybody in camp here. Thank you all for sticking around during the break. Appreciate it. Um, do the game here. I haven't talked to everybody, so I have to decompress after
Something
that.
on your mind?
I have some
Of
questions.
course.
Always got a bunch. So you said this Arl Amon raised you? Did he say that? I don't think he's actually said that yet.
Oh, did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfels. A whole pack of them, in fact.
Past pit. Um, did he tell Fern? Um, I thought you were raised by the
Oh, there you
Chantry.
go, listening to me again. You'd think you'd have gotten past that already. I ended up in the Chantry, sure, but I didn't start there. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Arleman wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
Why did he send you to the
Arleman
Chantry?
eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10, just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Let's see. Also, his story is basically King Arthur. You're probably luckier than most
I
orphans.
suppose you're right. I wasn't raised as the Arl's son, though, if you're picturing that. I slept in hay, out in the stables, not on silk sheets. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing
Shut
to
up,
do.
Peanut.
The Isle came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
Bless you. You said something else. I didn't realize you sneezed. Let's see. You were
And
young.
raised by dogs. Or I may as well have been, the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that. I don't know. All
Wouldn't
I
know.
know is that the Arl is a good man, and well loved by the people. He also was King Kaelin's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
Alistair approves. Alright. Peanut, where the hell are you? Jesus. Shut the hell up, dog.
I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
I'd never feed you another human being.
It's not cannibalism if he's eating it, you know.
Who's up? Who wants to talk? Diana? Let's talk.
Yes?
Like to talk.
Well, here I am.
Uh, what was life like in the cloister?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
You saying? No, he's his uncle. Wait, Kaelin and Alistair have the same dad or the same mom? So yeah, it's his uncle. If he's Kaelin's uncle, then he's also his uncle. In that case. So his dad, Carl Aemon, his brother, was the previous king. Yeah, he'd have to be because he's married to a Norwegian. No. Aemon and Merrick are brothers, right? Otherwise, how would Oh, okay. So he wouldn't really actually have any real relation to Aemon, technically, by most definitions, other than foster dad. Not a blood relation, and he's not a relation by marriage, since his mom, since Alistair's mom wasn't married to dad. All right. Condescending. How so?
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
What did you say to them?
What can I say to them? What they believe is what the Chantry says, and the Chantry is infallible, yes? Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
I can't be a step-uncle because Alistair's mother wasn't married to Alistair's father. It can only be step relations by marriage.
You are not quite as callow as I thought. That is unexpected.
Fuck, what does callow mean? Thanks, I
You're
guess.
welcome.
Why did you come to Frolic?
I was sent to be the eyes of the Antam. The Arishok asked what is the Blight. By his curiosity, I am now here.
What's an Arishok?
The one who commands the Antam, the body of the Kunari.
Find the answers to his questions?
A portion of it.
Callow, comparative, adjective, callower, inexperienced or immature. Okay. Not as inexperienced, probably, so not so much sure. What was the
Were
answer?
you not at Ostagar when the army was overwhelmed? That is your answer.
Why do they care about the
Why
blight?
do you?
It could destroy the world.
Do you think the Kunari live on some other world then?
Don't you have to report back?
Yes.
When do you plan to do
Never. I cannot go home.
that? Wait, what? You can stay
Thank
with
you.
us.
Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting.
Something you
Speak, then.
mentioned. Oh, never
Then I suggest we move on.
mind. Fine. Let's ask him about
Does
being
it
in the cage.
matter? Very well. I caged myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware.
What do you mean by weak mind?
That is complicated. I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight. We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad. They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the Darkspawn. I saw the last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell.
And the others?
I am told no others survived. I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand.
So what happened?
I searched for it, and when that failed I asked my rescuers what had become of it.
And then...
I killed them. With my bare hands. I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down.
Panicked over a blade?
That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was set into the Beresad. I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Arishok, I would be slain on sight by the Antam. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath.
Couldn't you, go look for
If
it?
I knew where to look, it would be in my hand now.
Where did this fight happen?
Near Lake Calenhad.
Oh, you already told me. Don't worry. We'll find it.
Perhaps those words are empty, but thank you all the same.
Yeah. Who's up? Jail. Hello.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them.
You're welcome.
Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
I think they're pretty.
They are, aren't they? I so adore them. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
Yay, we made Shale happy. Alright, let's go piss off Morgan.
What do you wish of me?
Do
If you
something?
must.
Wait, we don't know she's a shape changer. Why are we asking her that? Have you ever been hunted by
My
the
mother
Chantry?
has been hunted from time to time, yes. By Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
She doesn't have any shape-shifting spells right now. Pretty positive. really had no trouble with.
I am unsure. I was too young to understand, and perhaps 'twas bravado on Flemeth's part, or perhaps she was merely amused. I will never know. Flemeth would warn them once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom.
Bait, did you actually kill them all? It was bait?
'Twas a game, and I a young girl. If I didn't get to play, I would have been very upset. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
Well, thank you.
I think that my mother made it fun so that a child did not learn to fear. And I think that it was necessary. There are no trials for apostates, no prisons, no mercy. There are only absolutes, so only survival matters. If the wilds have taught me anything, 'tis this. First, you must survive. Do you disagree?
Good logic. Probably right.
An interesting answer for a mage. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
We got a little approval from her. Here, let's look. Just real quick. Oh, no, she does have spider shape. Guess I just never noticed it. Alright, we're done here. Go for our next mission. Peanut, you're so loud. Alright, so.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
And we're ready. Alright, I think it's time to do some main stories. We could go up here to Soldier's Peak, but I want to go to Red Cliff. That's what I want to do. I think it's the most interesting part of this entire game is the story in Red Cliff. We'll see if my past memories of that hold up. Oh,
Right ahead, like ourselves. Right ahead. Trap, right.
wow.
Ahead. Right ahead. Trap, right ahead.
Oh shit. Sten died. Oh, this fucking up. Let's do a region here. That's not region. Hold on. How about I'll do this.
Here comes trouble.
Alright, let's disable all these traps. Eventually. Oh, failed? Really? Alright, well. Hello. We're out of combat. Thank you.
Trap right ahead.
Alright. Dex. Well, Dex. Mechanical expertise. That's all we want. Now disable the trap.
Trap right ahead.
Aha!
Yes, of course.
Farm that XP.
I'll do it.
More traps.
It's done.
Alright. Save. Like everything. Oh, that's. I always hate that. Gather party. We're gonna make it. We're gonna get another random encounter. Alright, we're here.
And so I shall.
Save. 50 save. Thomas.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
What do you mean? Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
I've heard Earl Aemon is sick. Is that what you mean?
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Is anyone surprised? Anyone?
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you. He's just over there in the chantry. Please, come.
Okay.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
Oh, good eye.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want
That's
to see
why
them.
Shale's the best.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rhaenosphere, brother to the Arl. You're a rather unusual group, to say the least. Can I ask who you are and why you've come?
I'm a Grey Warden, here to see
A
the
Grey
Arl.
Warden? I thought you all died along with my nephew. At least that is what Loghain would have us believe.
I think you were wrong about the relationship between Aemon and Kaelin. Lindea. If he's also... Oh no, it'd be the same. I'm done. Never mind. Ignore what I just said. I'm not here to talk about Loghain. Your nephew.
I refer to Kaelin, of course. Our sister was Queen
There you
Rowan,
go.
King Merrick's wife and Kaelin's mother. Make her rest her soul.
There is a Grey Warden who goes by the name of Alistair. Does he yet live?
Unfortunately. No, he's alive. He travels with
He
me.
does? Finally, some good news amidst all the bad. Thank you. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Aemon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
Help, or what evil were we talking about? Or wait a minute. I can help.
There are no darkspawn here, and nothing to gain. It is a fool's errand.
If there's a chance to rescue the Earl, we have to try.
Yet helping these humans does nothing of the sort.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
On my way.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
That really pissed Sten off.
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be all right.
I want to go home.
Chapter.
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Kokari Wilds?
Name was familiar.
My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the
Oh
chasers.
yeah, we got something for her.
But I haven't heard from them since.
Are you?
I am. You've heard of me?
Everybody
I
died.
thought that might be the case. Thank you for telling me.
Here's this thing.
Oh? Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh no. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. It means a lot to... Maker's blessings upon you.
I already told you. Father is outside defending the village from
This
the bad
stuff.
men. We must stay here and be brave. Can you do that?
I guess so.
Good day.
Not anyone important yet.
I'm so scared, Father. Sorry.
What are we
Kate.
Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
You're all right. Why are you crying?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but
like what?
I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible. You poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Oh, I
He
ran
said
off.
something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone. I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Don't worry, I'll look.
You will. Thank you so much. Please find him.
Silence, girl. Do you want the children to hear you?
But night is coming. The monsters will return and we sit here and wait for them.
We have no choice. We must pray and hope for the Maker's compassion.
I just hope everything will be all right.
Weird ass stat. Wood carvings.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his... Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy... You are of elven blood and a stranger.
Wow.
Yet you defend a home that is not your own.
He's
We are grateful for
Captain
that.
Obvious. Cannot stand by. Monsters attack the helpless.
Not many in these modern days would honestly say the same. You are a woman of worth, and the Maker will smile upon you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah,
Pleased to meet you.
head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
How safe is the chantry?
It is the sturdiest building in the village. The women, elderly, and children will stay here during the battle, while the militia and knights protect them. They set up a barricade outside the chantry to keep monsters from getting inside. If anything gets in, Ban Tegan is our only defense. Please, have mercy. Help these people. Do whatever you can.
There she go.
May the Maker watch over you, child.
When will they be back? I miss them.
Is this where humans keep all their wisdom? Your behavior makes much more sense to me now.
You know, we don't have the men we want. Their
Still
numbers
no
just
sign
keep
of them
growing
coming
each
back from the
night.
castle, Murdoch.
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray, and hope for a miracle.
No.
So you're the
Thanatos?
Grey Warden, are you? I didn't think they made
I haven't seen
women
a
Grey
Thanatos skin.
Wardens.
Why do you think that?
For more reasons than you care to hear, I bet. Still, there's no reason to think Bantegan's lost his mind. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing. Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Have faith. We can do
I
this.
hope you're right. I really do. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
What can I
We
do to help?
need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Why won't he talk?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
The loot. We'll learn more about Ash Warriors in the third game. Wait. Smithy. Go ahead and do them in order.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in
Curse
peace.
you.
You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
I haven't taken anything.
You're not Murdoch. Who are you and what are you doing at my door?
Do we have to talk
Certainly
through the
not.
door?
I don't know you and I don't want to. Off you go.
These.
I said no and I meant it. Be gone, stranger.
Dark pot repairs.
That's so. Well, if Murdoch wants more weapons, you can give him the same answer I did. He can make them himself.
I need
If you
some.
didn't notice, the smithy is closed, the forge is cold, you've come to the wrong place.
Alright, I'll go.
Good. And don't come back.
I thought you might say something else as we left. Oh look, it's Lake Calenhad. No swimming, Sten. Is that how you lost your sword?
Do you miss the life you once had, Shell?
Well,
These
all
centuries
right.
of memories you have lost.
Does it miss being within its mother's womb?
Do I... Well, no. I don't remember that far back.
It is no different. My memory stretches only so far, and what went before is now lost.
And you remember nothing at all? Not even a little bit?
There are images, faces who I have no names for, places I remember being, but not where they are. Do I miss these things? They are without context. I feel only disquiet when I think of them.
Like dreams, then. When you awake, all the details have fled.
Is that what it is to dream? Then yes, perhaps it is like that.
How very sad. To discover your entire life has been a forgotten dream. I am so sorry.
Sad. General store. Lamp oil. Note. Sugar, wheat, flour, fillet knife, ginger for Grandpa's flatulence, ink, cod, liver oil, dried mushrooms, rouge or lesion. Also remember to ask if more beeswax will be available soon. And alright, go back and talk to the band. Wait. Okay. I don't have a reason to break in there right now, dude.
I do not understand why you hate birds so much.
It is because I had to endure their chirping, their perching, and most especially their constant
No, I understand that part, but they were just being what they are.
Exactly. Disgusting vermin with wings. Darkspawn must be exterminated for being what they are as well.
But a bird is a creature of grace and beauty. They open their mouths and they sing.
The bard hears music. I hear a wail of banshees that boils my blood.
But what about a nightingale? Or a swan?
They are not pigeons, it is true. Still, evil beasts of the sky.
I give up.
Fuck the birds.
Have you spoken to Owen? Is he not the most stubborn fool you've ever met?
Anything
We
else
could
I
use
can
some
do?
extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Tell me
He's
about
a
it.
trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out. Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen? Don't drink with him. That's how he sucks you in. Just my luck, our success hinges on the most foolish drunk of a smith ever to grace the Maker's lands.
Alright. We have alcohol. Eight ones. Use. Hello?
Go away. This isn't your home.
A small human. I say burn it out.
Ah! What are you doing? All right, I'll come out. Please, don't hurt me. I'll go back to the Chantry if you want. I didn't mean any harm.
Sister's looking for you.
Didn't want to be at the Chantry anymore.
Kitty
Everyone's
cat.
scared, and I want to be brave.
Your
Yes.
house?
It was my mother's house. She's dead now. And Caitlin said we have to move away if we survive.
Howdy, Nickel Stew. Yeah, this is a great trilogy. I played it before, never back to back to back like I'm doing now. But played all the games in the past. Having fun with it. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. What's your
It's Bevan.
What's your name?
My sister is Caitlin. She's probably at the Chantry looking for me.
And you're avoiding her?
No, I just didn't want to be in the Chantry anymore. Everyone's scared, and I want to
You
be
said
brave.
that already. Alright. And what were you doing in there?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Maybe I can help. Tell
No,
me.
I won't tell you. And you can't make me. You can't.
Why can't we? What? Alrighty. Books. Bug. Sucks having a rogue and things are
As you desire.
two big chests are in a key lately. Off to the smithy. Research for weapon. Mermaid. Let's see. Remember my original picker. It's probably a male mage in the first game. Probably all three. Probably human even.
Be good, I said! Don't you try to come in here!
bribe him with alcohol? Save first.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
You just come barging into my home. I've no money and nothing of value to take, as you can plainly see. So if you're here to beat on a sad old man, then all I ask is you get on with it. I don't have much to live for as it is.
Alright. How much to live for? Why?
Can't say that's much of your business. I'll probably be dead when the monsters come here tonight regardless. If you think you can intimidate me more than them, then you're free to try.
Why did you do this?
My girl, Velena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
Or work to help save her, but I'm just gonna say I'll rescue her.
It'd do me the world of good to think
I
maybe
got
someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
I'll do
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing. And I didn't believe him either. I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
I promise. I'll find her.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Is this a promise we will not keep?
What's this?
Shut
I
Sten.
said nothing to you, human.
God damn it.
And I suppose there's no point in me sitting around, is there? Time to relight the forge and get the smithy going, eh? Murdoch will be pleased.
Yeah.
If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
And disproves.
I must
actually,
admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally. There's no way I'm sobering up before
special
morning,
order from
however.
the meteor. Let's
Right.
talk business.
I haven't got much, obviously, but I'll do whatever I can for you.
Guess he's not the person I need to take that to. Did even call? Odd. I accidentally spell it, did I? Oh, here it is. Meteor Metal War. That's it. Found the right person. Here. I'm gonna loot this.
Hey, I see you found my hiding place. I stuck some old equipment in there before Murdoch could get his hands on it.
Are you saying I can take it? I'm gonna keep.
I don't think there's anything you'll need in there. But it's hard to say. I was in a bit of a rush when I filled it up.
Didn't the militia use it?
Not if I'm going to repair the equipment they have. That stuff is old anyhow. Yeah, let me open it for you. I have the key.
Weird. hell. Oh. Oh. It's junk. Get me out of here. Go recruit that other guy. Oh, fuck it, I'm here, man. We'll talk to him.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need.
No, Alistair.
The
No,
damn
not
fool is
at
falling
least.
over a drunk
I'm
and still
gonna be switching
manages
up
to
the
make
party.
smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll send one of my men to inform Bantegan the militia is ready for battle.
No, I didn't realize that. It sounds right though. I can hear it now that you say it. Let's see. I'd like to talk about the win.
Yes? What's he up to now?
Thanks for the follow, Nickel. That's awesome. Thank Nickel Stew. I was gonna say Nickel Stew. That's fine. Awesome. Really appreciate it. I just need to
Right. Let's hope we see morning.
So where's this Sir Perth guy?
I have never heard of a thing called a Kunari.
Then you have not been listening. We did not row to shore last year. We have been about for centuries.
I have listened. I have done little else, in fact. And yet I do not remember anyone mentioning such a Kunari in all my years in the village.
Relying on humans as a source of education is a fool's errand.
They are rather ignorant, aren't they? And feeble, at the best of times.
We have creatures on Parvolan that are similar. The humans call them monkeys.
Oh,
they are
wow.
dull, cowardly vermin. They cry out shrilly when threatened and throw their own feces.
That is an excellent comparison. I wonder if they're related.
Possibly.
We did this before. Try this again. Did I fail the lockpick last time because it was... Lock again? Break it. Oh, I had turned back. Oops. Break it. Alright, let's get ambushed by dwarves.
Wonderful. Intruders.
Hey.
I hope you have a good reason for
A
breaking
dwarf.
and entering into my home.
I apologize.
Apology accepted. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now get out.
Murdoch says he needs you.
So what?
Help us.
You recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
And your chances are better out here. Yeah. Can't I change your mind?
Maybe. Let's hear what you've got.
I don't know if I have enough gold to pay him. Put in a good word with Bantegan and the Arl.
And what good would that do me? The Jarl's probably dead. I couldn't care less what Tegan thinks of me. What else you got?
Alright. About gold.
Are you serious?
Yeah?
I won't even stick my head out my door for less than 100 silvers.
That's a gold. How much? Deal.
You're getting off easy there. But like you say, I guess this town needs a hero. You better be out there too when the sun goes down. I'm not fighting for a lost cause, you hear me?
We'll be there. Need to make that gold back. Loot we got. No, but saying earlier, this is first time I played Dragon Age on PC. I did all three Mass Effects, or the original three Mass Effects, back to back to back on stream a long time ago before I took a long break from streaming. And this will be the first time I've ever played all the Dragon Ages in order, one right after the other. So that should be fun. We need to get back and play some more Baldur's Gate 3 though. I haven't finished what's available. I've kind of been waiting for like a big content patch. I figure they'll put something out around the end of the year in the next month or two. Okay, I still haven't talked to the other knight dude, or Perth. Let's go into Chantry real quick. Maybe I missed something in there. Plus I need to talk to that Caitlin.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
Just stay safe. Both of you.
The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
What's your problem, Van Tegan? Also, no spoilers. Okay.
Good day.
You just don't like? Character. I don't really remember him too well, so that's part of why I said no spoilers. It has definitely been a long time since I played
Stop
this
fidgeting.
I don't like being out here
section.
The mayor's giving me the evil eye.
Well, he should. Because you're a good-for-nothing liar and a thief.
Well, we don't understand why we're out here.
We're out here because I say we're gonna help these people. And since I pay your wages, you're gonna do as I say.
Oh, sure, boss. Whatever you say.
Well, these guys are great. Mind you, Sean Bean. Are you trying to not spoil, but spoil and tell me that he's gonna die? Okay, I give up. Where the hell is this Perth guy at? Up here, maybe? House. Colonel Garrison. Alright,
Yes,
did the blacksmith.
what can I do for you?
Nothing
Very
for
well.
now. Who you are? Oh. Also, I was talking earlier, if you were here, about potentially doing. No. I already dealt with the blacksmith. He's in town. Unless there's another blacksmith. I think it's a routine. Anyway, towards the end of this game, maybe doing a day. The blacksmith's over there. Yeah, the smithy's over there. Over here. Anyway, been in
I do not understand
hour or so going through.
Why would one create a sword? Just strike at its enemies.
But you are no
codex
sword
entries
golem.
and read through a bunch
You
of
speak
those.
like a living creature, but act
Aha.
like a possession.
There he is.
I do not know what to make of you.
I am no possession. Not now that the control rod is broken.
No, it is still in your heart. Do you even realize this? Age by age have men stood up and said to the world, "From what has come before me I was forged, but I am new and greater than my forebears, and so each man walks the world."
No word from the castle?
Oh, come on! I was listening to that.
Greetings, Grey Warden.
I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here.
Okay.
I must admit, I do not know how to address an elf in your position. I do not wish to be rude.
Grey Warden. No, Pepper.
As you
Pepper.
wish, and thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now, my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
I was saying that after we get towards the end of this game, we'll probably spend maybe an hour or so going through a bunch of the codex entries, if that seems like something anyone might like on the game. We'll turn down the game volume a little bit. Yeah, so like maybe right towards the very end when we get into that final act, maybe spend an hour or less or longer. I'm not sure how long it'd take to really kind of like skim through and read a bunch of the codexes. If it's something that sounds interesting. Right, I meant kind of like as a recap summary and deep dive into some of the lore. Have you considered using the oil in the village store?
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Not to set a lot of things on fire.
Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
What can I do to help?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Oh, really? With the oil, you mean? Because you might have had to have found the oil first. Oh, I'll see what I
That
can do.
gladdens my heart to hear it.
Yeah, I already went into the store. That's where I found the oil. That's probably what you... I have questions.
Ask me whatever you wish.
Tell me about what's
You know
happened.
about as much as I do. I returned a day before the attacks began, having heard strange rumors about the abandoned castle. I was the only knight to survive the first attack. Since then, I found others returning from the Arlessa's quest. Until we get to the source of this evil, though, I do not think it will stop, and I don't believe we will be enough.
An urn?
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, Arlessa Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him. We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
Revenants are a theme like that in all these games. Tend to be big challenges. What was he? Why is the Earl sick?
We were never
Ow.
certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. We brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
Why did she think people could find the
The Earl
urn?
once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
Didn't you just find other knights?
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
So it's left the castle defenses.
Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood. As you wish.
Oh.
As you wish, Grey Warden.
We're done with him for now.
Say no more. The Arl lives, and I will not listen to your inauspicious.
In. Strength. Six. Character is adept at destruction, as that gains large damage bonus against golems and other constructs. Two-hand weapons means that each attack offers a chance to stun the opponent. Yeah, that sounds. Self. Less than. Less than 25%. Use powerful health potion. Save in there. I think it was 36. But... hold on. Something buffing his strength. This took it up to 33. 35. Okay. Guess we do have enough. He's so beastly now. Yeah. Compared to Shale, 48 armor, 57, 90 attack, 69. Oh, shoot. Got down. I really need to get injury kits. I gotta remember to do that. Oh, and he's got an item set. What's the bonus? It doesn't say, does it? Save again. Landmark tree, but we don't have our puppy with us. Pretty confident we can give this.
Flowers? For me? They smell lovely. And there's something so familiar about them. These were my mother's flowers. She would sprinkle the dry petals amongst her clothes. Oh, they smell just like her. Thank you so much.
Boom. Skill acquired minor cunning. Oh yeah, that's where part of his strength. Moderate strength bone. Oh yeah, good. Strength is at 37. Nothing else up here, right? Probably. Yep, we're almost finished here. Who's this guy?
Greetings, miss. No monster sightings yet. There's still time before sundown, though.
Right? Now we need to go talk. The mayor and then Bantegan, I believe. What are we going for here? I will say there's one really annoying thing about having Shell in the party, and that's the stomping. Don't shoot us! Oh, that's not this. Where?
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it. Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it. There's not much time before sundown.
Oh, we gotta talk to the
men's spirits are high for now.
the revered
Far
mother.
better than I expected, to be honest. Dwin's presence makes the men a bit more confident. It helps to know a veteran is on our side tonight. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else?
Alright, need to update stream title. We're only 3 away from our follower goal of 90 followers. Thank you again. Let's see. Any questions? I think we do.
Ask away.
Why are you
We're the
stationed
last
here?
defenders of them folks in
He's a
the
mayor, he's
chantry.
not stationed.
The women, elderly, and the children. They're the ones
he
we need
means,
to protect.
The weak must learn to protect themselves.
That is unworthy of you, Sten. Are the Canary never in need of aid? Are you people so heartless?
No Kunari would ever cower helplessly, not woman nor elder nor child. They would fight for their survival with tooth and
Well, that's
nail.
not contradictory.
Well, we're not Kunari. I'm not asking those folk to fight monsters. No matter what happens, we can't let them evil things in there. If they die, the village is done.
Everything
Don't
else.
rightly know.
We already know.
We heard the Arl was sick and getting worse, but after a while we heard nothing at all. A few folks went up to the castle to see what was going on. They couldn't get in. Nobody was there, not a soul. And then those horrid creatures attacked the village. They were everywhere, people dying. It was awful. Good thing Bantegan was here.
Anything about his illness?
No. I know the Arlessa sent the knights out for a cure.
Yeah, we already talked
You can
to him.
ask Sir Perth about it. He was one of
Pass this.
There's not much time before sundown.
Alright, I'll be back.
I
Check
have
on
a-
something. And you go talk to Then disapproves of everything. Talk to the revered mother. That's it. Their Hannah.
What is it you need, child?
Perth needs holy
I
protection.
have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
Not praying hard enough. do you mean?
Sepath believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Does he not realize that it is his faith alone which must sustain him? It is faith alone which will bring the Maker's aid.
Unfortunately, he seeks the Maker's protection in a far too literal sense. This is something I cannot promise nor provide.
So, what does protect against such evil?
I do not know. Certainly nothing that isn't tainted with the very foul magic Sepath seeks protection from.
Foul magic?
I did not mean to speak against your magic. I only mean that to affect these monsters might take the same type of power that created them. I would no sooner trust that power in our hands than I would anywhere else. We are better off trusting in our faith and fighting for our lives.
I don't think it will come to that.
I wish you would tell that to Sir Perth.
What I have to do with that then?
Indeed. I know Sir Perth means well, but I will not lie to him about something so important.
I should go.
May the Maker watch over you, child.
Actually,
I hear both Murdoch and Sir Perth are ready for nightfall. Excellent news. This is hardly the time to be discussing personal details, don't you think? We will have to fight for our lives very shortly.
Oh no. Knowing a little about you too much to
I
ask.
do not mean to be rude, but let's focus on preparing for the battle instead.
So.
Of course.
You have some of Earl Aemon's knights?
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes?
Search for their
Yes,
sacred
I
ashes.
question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
What are the things that attack the village?
I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries. All I know is these things don't fall easily. You hack them to pieces and still they come.
What happens after the battle's over?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
Why are you in here?
Sir Perth insists.
With the village.
He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
Need anyone else in here?
We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
Very
well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Sounds like blood magic. Oh. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to go up here. We're going to talk to Perth, tell him what the revered mother said, and then quit out of that conversation. Accidentally advance to the knight. Right, buddy. Good. Stop.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
You said you
Have
wanted
spoken
holy
to the
protection.
revered mother? Has she offered anything?
She cannot help
I
you.
see. Then I suppose we must simply rely on our own prayers. The Maker will not help us. Thank you for your efforts. We shall fight on, nevertheless.
Alright, something about her.
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss.
Oh,
Finally, our lesser Isolde, We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few as you wish.
What's your
We
status?
retrieved more oil from the village store. It is overall, my fellow knights are nervous about the coming battle.
Alright.
Death is
carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
The option was to ask her to lie, I think. And then we could have told him her lie. I believe. Alright, so let's save. Redcliffe. And with that, that's going to be the end of today's stream. Guess I didn't get as much sleep as I thought. Ugh. Stretching, yawning, good. We're gonna do some baking here today. We're gonna make some chocolate peanut butter buckeyes. Getting ready for 3 days of Thanksgiving later this week. So go get some stuff prepped for that. And we'll be back tomorrow with more Dragon Age early in the morning. And yeah, that's the plan. So thank you all. Appreciate everybody stopping in, hanging out, discussing the game and all that. It was better to lie because the conversations were not the end of the stream. Sorry. But thank you. And thanks for the follow. We're 3 followers away from our goal of 90, so that's pretty awesome. And who knows, maybe we'll get there this week. Until tomorrow, have a good day, have a good evening, etc. And enjoy some music as we hit the outro. Peace.